Hey everybody, I just wanted to fill everybody on what is going on with spicy accountants. So, uh, uh, I don't even know how much got out, and some people haven't gotten anything. So if any of this is a repeat, I apologize. So when I launched Spicy Accountants, I honestly thought I'd get 10 people. I didn't believe in myself enough, I guess. And I am definitely learning that is not the case. So, I thought like maybe in my wildest dreams, like I prayed a little bit. I was like, oh, maybe I'll get 25 people. And I was like, nah, that's ridiculous. Like, stay reasonable, stay reasonable. That's not going to happen. And we got over 127 people already signed up and in the beta. And there are more people who we haven't charged yet. So here is what happened, because we were just not expecting these kinds of numbers and all sorts of things broke. We literally built the web page right before we launched. So the web page was finished Friday. If you saw 404 errors, that was because the DNS hadn't finished propagating. DNS propagation takes up to 3 days. And it just hadn't happened. So anytime you build a website, it can take up to 3 days for the website to get to all places on the internet. And we just weren't there. So Jake was trying to fix that live. We had some issues where the people were getting double billed. So we stopped billing because I do not want ever to have somebody be like, okay, I can afford this, and then get double billed and screw with their ability to pay with their bills. Like, absolutely refused to have that be something that happens to us. So if you got double billed, you should have gotten that refunded. If you haven't been billed at all, we are making sure before we start doing anything that you will only be billed once. So appreciate your patience on that. We are trying to make sure that we do the right thing there. Like I said, I was expecting maybe 25 people, and the double billing error seems to be if 2 people signed up at the same time, it caused a double bill. So it was literally just the server wasn't doing simultaneous transactions well. That's my understanding. I could be wrong. Jake knows more. So the next disaster in the rolling disaster, for those who've never been in tech before, a launch normally takes 3 months. We did this in a week. So we're having more problems than usual, even for a launch, because we just weren't expecting this much interest or attention or fire. So what happened next is we sent everybody a email after the live. They're like, yay, everybody got out email. You should have welcome email. And then we started getting all these notes from people being like, hey, my email hasn't shown up. My email hasn't shown up. Well, since it was a brand new website with a brand new server, when we sent out over 200 emails for all the people that signed up or were set up for a welcome email, they all got caught by a firewall, and they didn't even show up in people's spam folder. They got caught as spam so fast. So it took us a little bit of time to figure out what was going on with that while fixing the double billing issue. And then we sent out 2 more emails to everybody, and they all ended up in spam folders. Not a single one that I've heard of like went through and just got through with no problems. They're all in spam folders, which is kind of a nightmare, because here we are, we have a new product, you don't really know us, and we are trying to communicate what's going on with people, and I have no idea what communication has gotten through, what's gotten to people, what hasn't. It's been kind of a nightmare. So we are setting up a brand new email server. Jake is actually working on that this afternoon so that we can set out emails. I'm putting this on the YouTube page and the Patreon and emails just in case people aren't getting it, because like, this is like, not being able to communicate with people has been a nightmare, because I'm getting people saying, hey, where's my email? I haven't gotten anything. And I'm like, I know I sent you the email 4 times. It's just not going through. So we are literally switching email programs and everything, but it takes time for those records to process, and it takes time to get that set up in the computers. So we are getting all of that set up. Yesterday we brought somebody on board and got them started, and today they started replying to emails. We actually brought someone on board just to reply to all of the issues, the customer service issues in the chat, since Jake and I are working so hard on getting the technical issues taken care of. We were not getting to the customer service stuff as fast as we could have. And I want to own that. We fucked that up. So we have somebody on customer service right now, got them onboarded, ran through all the questions in the inbox with them this morning to sort of give them the ideas for like what's going on with all the basics. And we're all good. So by the end of day today, 4:20, we should have replies to everybody who sent anything to the chatbot. So if you sent anything to the chatbot with any customer service questions, by the end of the day today, we should have that all replied. For everybody who's already logged in and gotten their information up on to get accounts started, we should have all of the panty dealing sites. You should have everything for that finished and completed. We have some of the other sites set up in a script. There was an issue where the script was doing something funky with email addresses. I'm not exactly sure, but basically we paused going live on that until we can run another batch of test data through. So we are basically waiting for this evening for the automation engineer to come in and run more test data through the program just to make sure everything happens. As soon as that is done, we should you should get emails for 7 different audio clip and webcam sites. And then right now I'm actually taking a break from writing out like all the step-by-step instructions to turn into scripting for the rest of the sites. So right now you should have the manually produced by the guys Panty Sites. We did have I mentioned in the live we had 3 employees. One of them said that they were actually, upon further reflection, they were just not comfortable with doing this. And since I'm sorry, I'm showing you a little bit of bra. Consent is important, and not having people do things that they're not comfortable with is important. So basically I've had to work on like getting that person replaced because we were counting on their labor, and they just like were like, on the second thought, I'm not comfortable with this for religious reasons. And we're like, awesome, like we're not gonna penalize this guy, we'll just have to move him to different accounts in Jake's other businesses, because consent is important, and if he's not comfortable, we don't want him to do something that he's not comfortable with because he feels like he has to. We want to make sure that we take better care of our people than that. So we are like the scripting broke, we're down 1 person, and everything is getting worked on. I am praying, like I'm not tempting Murphy, but like if nothing else breaks, fingers crossed, by this weekend you should have all of your sites. Also, Apple has been posting videos on how to make your listings once you're in the sites. So those are being posted on the YouTube. I've also been posting them in the Patreon, and I will try, once the email server is working, to send them out via email. So for instance, once you have these accounts, some of them you still require some more accounts set up before you start making money. You basically have to log in and make a listing. So like for the Panty Sites, you have to go in on some of them and you have to write a description of your store, and you have to like take a couple of profile pictures. But right now those are set up as for you to do after you have been signed up and confirmed. Once the basics are more settled for spicy accountants, we may offer those as extra services, but that is not something that we can do this week. So that's what's going on. If you have all of your information uploaded, you should have your Panty Sites. I need to double check that nobody else has been added to the list, but we basically, all the Panty Sites should be good to go, should be live. And the other ones should be good to go today or tomorrow. Fingers crossed, nothing else breaks. I'm going to try to send everybody emails, but the emails just have not been going through. So I'm total, including, so we have 125 to 127 people who who are all signed up and in and everything. We have over 200 people who signed up where we stopped the credit card processing. So we have 200 people to contact. And if I can't get this done, like, I'm going to start just calling people, which takes a lot of time that I don't really have right now. The consulting, basically, if you've already set up the consulting, I'm doing my best to get to you. The consulting software that I got is not working, right? Because of course it's not. So we are going to, as soon as Spicy Accountants is settled, we're basically pulling all of that in-house, and we're just going to attach it to Spicy Accountants. We're talking to a couple of other content. You can't say the word educator. That's actually a legally protected term for adult education. But we're basically looking at other gurus, other people who are teaching things. There's a couple of them, if you're on TikTok, that you know. To basically set them up on our platform too. But again, that has to wait till Spicy Counts is done. Once that's done, it's only going to be, half a day's worth of work to get that set up. But that's half a day we don't have right now when we are trying to get this service up and ready for everybody. So that is sort of the state of the union as of 4:20, as of like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And if you haven't gotten an email, just know we are working so hard, like, on getting the emails. Like, everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. We had, very talented people we were counting on quit. Again, very happy that he is sticking with his comfort zone and that he is defending his boundaries, but it is it's super crummy because we were counting on that labor. Like, trying to get some stuff set up at the bank. It was supposed to be half an hour, and Jake and I both were literally at the bank from 9 a.m. to 11. And they had Jake, when he was trying to, like, be at home, fixing all of the problems on the website and the computer, like, actively working on this, they had him drive to, like, 5 different branches to try to get the stuff done. I mean, it was just... And we had to have the bank details finished before we could purchase what we needed to get the email server stuff done. And it's it's been a day. It's been a week. Like, if the emails had just gone through, everything would have been so much easier. So yeah, I just want to make sure that you know that I completely own and apologize for all of the communication errors. Like, it should not have happened that way. I'm really, really sorry, and I'm embarrassed that it did go down this way, and we are just working as fast as we can on fixing it. Everything should be good to go, and everything should be live fairly soon. We're working on it as hard as we can. So your panty dealing stuff should be up. If you don't see it up, drop a note in customer service. And if you have made any, if you've dropped any notes in customer service, just know that, like, the goal is to get all of that cleared out by the end of the day today. So if you hear from Elsbeth, we literally brought on and hired someone just to get that taken care of for us, so that we could focus on getting the product launched for everybody. Yeah, I know. I'm basically sitting here in, like, overwhelmed former gifted child, being like, oh my gosh, like, there are people counting on me, and I am not getting them what they need in the time frame they need it in, and it is disappointing people and letting people down is my nightmare. So I am just doing everything as fast as I possibly can. You are going to get taken care of as fast as you can, and I am sorry that the beta experience has been so rough. Like, betas are usually a little rough, but they're usually not this rough. I've been involved in lots of betas and launches before, and this is one of the worst. Weirdly, because it's been so successful. So that's sort of the conundrum we're in. Like, if I had only had 10 people, like, all of this would have been seamless. I could have just called everybody and been like, hey, we're having an issue with the email server. The email probably would never have been flagged because it was only going to 10 people. It was just the numbers from a brand new server just flagged everything as spam. So if you get our emails, if you could mark them as not spam, that would be super helpful. And just know that we're working on it, and we're going to get you taken care of as soon as possible. So sorry that the beta experience has been so rough, but this is sort of why you're getting everything so cheap, is because it's still a beta. All right, guys. Thank you for spending 15 minutes with me. I will catch you all later.